Today's review is about the brand new X Mini Liberty Plus true wireless earphones. Once again, thanks for viewing Hobo Alex. Let's start with the unboxing and I'll follow up with the review of how I feel about this earphone. Let's see, let's pull this out. Comes in nice packaging, drawer type. There you go. And there's a quick user guide, which is quite useful actually. It tells you how to pair it when you first get out of the box, and how some instructions on how to use the buttons there. Pretty much it's charging, and you can see later it's quite good to show how much battery left. But the unit itself, okay. So there's a nice box. Get that off. There's this charging box on one side, then the earbuds. Let me see. So left and right ports, and it has this case where magnetically, okay, put it back, and that shows how much charge. But that's not all. That's not all. There's some more instructions. What do you have here? Cables, of course. Some more instructions for warranty, I guess, and of course extra earbuds. So there's a small, medium, and large. So the medium is already on the earpods. Okay. Hi. So as some viewers may know, I had the Creative Outlier Air briefly before I returned to get the Outlier Gold. I didn't quite like it. There are some flaws which I reviewed in my another video, so I sold that. And then I was still on the lookout for a budget true wireless earphone, and I come across X Mini with their new product, which is the X Mini Liberty Plus. So all the spec looks good, and I bought it. Got them a month ago when they just came out, and I had to wait for a while to give you my verdict. So specs wise, this is a true wireless stereo plus earphone, which means it can be used with either side, the left or the right on its own, but it is not the one where it does connection to both earbuds. So it's still connected the phone via the master earbud, and the master earbud will send the signals to the other earbud. Right. It also supports a quick charge. Put it in a charging case for 15 minutes, you can get 2 hours playback. On its own, you get 9 hours playback per charge, which is not as long as the Creative Outlier Gold, but with the charging dock, you can get a total of 72 hours, which is way longer than Creative's 39 hours. I've had it for more than a month, and honestly, I've only charged it just once. It comes in Bluetooth 5.0 with a ceramic antenna, which they say gives you a much stable connection. And also, like the Creative, it has graphene diaphragm, which makes audio reproduction much better in terms of the mids and low frequencies. It supports SBC codec, AAC, as well as aptX. It comes in a cool grey aluminum case with a leathered pull tab on top. It's slightly bigger compared to others, but still easy to pocket. I think the size is due to the 800 mAh that's built into the case itself. It uses a micro USB port for charging, which is not a deal breaker for me because I have a lot of cables for it. It slides, but it held in place magnetically, so it does require some force to pull it out. And of course, the earbuds itself are magnetically attached inside. Overall, it does feel very premium, and it looks and feel much more expensive than the price you actually pay for it. First thing that I noticed when I put them in was the voice prompts. This is something that more expensive products have and quite rare for budget earphones. No more simple beep or tones where you don't understand, and you hear prompts like power on, connected, and power off. You also don't really need to power it off manually, just put it back in the case and it powers off automatically. Even though it doesn't have ear hooks, there's no problem running with them. I've had runs with them in Marichy Reservoir where it's pretty bumpy and uneven, and they are okay. They're easy to press as well, unlike the Creative Outliers where the more you push, the more in it gets, this is quite comfortable and easy to control as well. Passive sound isolation is okay, not the best, but you can compensate with the volume output, which is pretty loud. 50 to 60% for normal listening, and when you crank it up higher, it's really loud but no distortions. The controls are pretty intuitive and you do remember them after using for some time. I like it even though it's not touch, but you get what you pay. The earbuds are rated for IPX7, means that it can be immersed in water for 30 minutes at a depth of less than 1 meter. This is pretty amazing given that it's a budget earphone. When using at night, the lights are quite discreet. They only flash every 5 seconds and it's not too bright, which won't bother your neighbors if in a totally dark environment. There are 4 LED lights on the case where you simply tap to check on the battery status. It supports voice control, but you have to hold the button for 1 second to activate it. It's sometimes a hit and miss, so as you can see here, first try I can't, but second try I got it working. This is just to show you how fast it connects. As you can see, the moment you take out from the case, it takes a few seconds to recognize and connect it. I'll say it's pretty fast and I'm happy with the performance of it, no worries here. I've noticed that after using it for some while, the master earpiece will actually deplete battery faster than the other one. The microphone is not bad. I've used one side to do a conference call and the other parties can hear me clearly without any complaint. Here's also a recording of a did to show you the quality of the microphone. Hi, this is a voice recording using the microphone on X Liberty Plus. Testing 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. So unfortunately, there's still lag in using the YouTube app, but thankfully Netflix and Amazon Prime Video have no issues and I use it to watch shows when I travel frequently. As for the sound quality test, I used Alan Walker and Billie Eilish songs. They're really great for EDM, hip hop and pop with clear and strong bass response. You can hear the sub bass line in Billie Eilish Bury a Friend. It has good track definition and separation is really good. The soundstage is not narrow at all for a true wireless earphone compared to normal earphones. The only issues I had was there were about 3 times when the right side went silent, but it was still power on and I can still control using the buttons. The remedy was to put it back and take it out again and it works fine then. For recommended retail price of $190, it's considered a little bit high on the budget end, but you can easily find deals in popular bookstore or Challenger or even online shops. I paid $109 on Shopee using promo codes. So I really like them over the Creatives as the sound quality is better and it's more comfortable to wear because of the silicone ear tip design. So I'll say if you're looking for a budget pair of true wireless earphones, I will highly recommend this over the Outlier Go or even Outlier Air. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.